Hey guys, today we're going to go over how to schedule a meeting over Webex and how to create a meeting to send to your participants. And we'll also cover the other capabilities that are featured in this platform. So right here, I am on the Webex site. Very straightforward. You can go ahead and sign in if you've already made your account. If you haven't made your account, make sure to use your school's email address because the free account is only 40 minutes. So I'll go ahead and click Webex meetings. You'll put in your email address. And then it will take you to the Webex homepage, which again is very straightforward and simple. This is my personal waiting room. If you have any upcoming meetings, they'll be scheduled down here. You can add a profile photo, which will help your parents know that you're requesting a speech meeting. Right here, the button in green is Start a Meeting. So if you click the arrow to the right, use desktop app or use a web app. So I actually will click desktop app. And then you can go ahead and start your meeting. You definitely want to make sure you open Cisco Webex. It's very similar to Zoom. It will be running on your platform. And right here, you're actually in the waiting room. So go ahead and click Start Meeting. And for the purposes of this tutorial, I have my camera off, but you can unclick that to show your camera. This is the mute icon. You can mute yourself. This icon right here is sharing your screen. So go ahead and just share screen. If I had another participant in the meeting, they would be able to see my screen right here. And once you've shared screen, you'll have a few more options up here. You can stop sharing your screen. You can pause. You can actually then also assign the mouse and the keyboard, which will allow your students to play games, type into a fillable PDF, or annotate. You can record your session with parents' permission. Chat room is very straightforward. You can use this to type if there are any issues with audio. All right. And then annotate is something kids love. You can open up a Word document, a PDF, just a regular whiteboard on Google Sheet, and then you can actually give your students the capability of typing, drawing shapes, using a pen tool, coloring items in, erasing, and then you can download any of the annotations that they've created. All right. So I'll go ahead and stop sharing my screen. Something else I really like about Webex is right here in the upper left corner, the I for information. You can actually click that and you will actually be able to see the meeting information within the platform. Unlike other platforms, you actually have to close out of the platform to get the meeting information, but here you have your URL that you can actually email. So you can double click on that and then just right click copy. And then you could then paste that into, and if you go to more options, this is also another way to reach your students or their parents during a meeting. You can invite and remind your students by sending them an email. So that's a really cool feature that other platforms don't have. And you can also copy the meeting link. And then you can email that from your email. Alrighty. So Notes is also a great tool for therapists. Say you're working with a student and it's articulation. You want to take some notes. This is an excellent tool for that. And that's something you can have for the end of your meeting for data collection. Polling is something that you can actually use to upload files, open files, save files, and you can send these to your students. So that's also really, really awesome. And you can actually have them record individual responses. All right. Different answer choices for your students if you use that capability. All right, so that is pretty much it. And then when you're done with your meeting, you'll just click the X and that will end your meeting.